And now it's time for Coffee Talk. Of course, Ash C.
Britt B.
And then we got Scott E. Look how well that works. Okay, so thanks to EFB, we get to spill the tea. Thank you, Electric Fountain Brewing. Today we have a very special Coffee Talk, and that is with Mr. Scott Edlin. If I wasn't holding a coffee cup, I'd give you a great big round of applause,
Cheers.
man. Yeah, cheers.
Thank
You have done some incredible stuff for our community and music lovers everywhere.
Right.
Okay, so I know this hasn't been an easy journey for you.
It's been a lot.
It's been a lot. It started,
Woosah.
Yeah, it started with some pushback from our community, not necessarily community, but some people in our community, right?
Right.
But has since grown to a giant music festival that we all get to enjoy.
And I think, people were hesitant about it. You kind of got to prove yourself,
Yeah,
so to
absolutely.
speak. I think we've done that.
You have definitely done that. Yeah. So you've brought some huge acts in the past. The one coming up, though, I think has a lot of people talking, and some people are saying it's not real.
Right.
Yeah, because it's unbelievable.
It's probably the best AC/DC tribute around.
Yeah.
It's a show. The guitar player's 26. He dances on stage like Angus. He'll get out in the crowd, get on somebody's shoulders, play the guitar. I mean, it's a show.
Yeah.
So that's Thunderstruck, AC/DC. That's going to be happening right outside of On the Rail.
Yep, on the Newcomb lot.
On the Newcomb lot.
On the Newcomb lot.
Which has been secured by Scott and the crew for the entire summer. You're going to see all kinds of things out there. Not just Thunderstruck, but Thunderstruck, I think, kicks it off, right?
Right. It kicks off everything.
And then from there on out, we're going to start announcing different local bands, different activities. I know you said at one point in time we were thinking about doing bags.
A bags
really?
tournament, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice events on the grassy knoll that needs a little something,
Right.
and you're giving it the little something, and not only giving the community this something, but then we're leading up to the big Gym City concert series, and that is
Saving Abel.
Yeah, Saving Abel.
Friday night
on July 24th, followed by I think the one that she's referring to when she's like some people might not think it's real was.
Blues Traveler.
Blues Traveler. So when I first saw this, I was like, even my husband said, is this fake?
Yeah.
Because I was like, I think everybody knows who Blues Traveler is. To get them secured in Quincy is a really big deal.
It is.
Yeah. Now, I grew up listening to them. I know my husband did. How are ticket sales looking for this?
It's selling.
Yeah.
It's selling.
Yeah. Are you surprised?
Yeah.
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 It's pretty cool, though. So how do you go about securing performers like Blues Traveler? What does that look like?
He just got in his phone and called up John Popper.
Yeah, I know. I was like, this seems like an impossible
So this
task.
year we revamped everything. So the last 3 years we've had promoters that come and set the festival up and run the festival, and it's a big, hefty chunk out of the profit.
Yeah.
We're going right back to square one where we started.
Yeah. Doing it all on your own.
Yeah.
Very cool.
We just have a buyer. Our buyer buys for the Illinois State Fair, and I don't know if you've seen that lineup.
Yeah,
but
that's
it's
huge.
Massive. Mm-hmm. So that's where it starts, and we just get the fills out and the veils, and they're in Chicago the night before,
So
and our buyer booked them at the Brookfield Zoo.
Wow.
Yeah. So then
cool.
they'll come down to Quincy the next night.
Very cool. So obviously you're going to want to get your tickets. I don't want to minimize the other acts either because they're all incredible.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So Thunderstruck is happening May 26th.
And then Decade of Decadence, which that's a big icon in Quincy. They're good.
Yeah. And when is that happening?
In front of AC/DC.
Okay. So
Yep.
they're kind of opening for
Yep.
Thunderstruck.
They,
okay.
Yep.
All right. So that's happening May 26th outside of On the Rail. Then the Saving Abel and Blues Traveler. Now is that a different setup? Obviously, that's going to have to be a bigger.
That'll be at Lincoln Park at the riverfront.
Yes. So now from what I've seen, you have like a whole kind of like bandstand area with a huge stage and seating and right.
Right. And we're kind of stepping up our game. We have some stadium seats coming in.
Okay.
They're selling a lot. So, and then, your VIP standing will be like in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay, so,
So-
we're going to show you a picture of how this setup's going to be.
You look like a flight attendant.
Yeah, so like this. Because people are getting a little confused, and we want to address that confusion.
Sure.
Because we're
Right.
all about communication. That's why we're bringing Scott in here to, tell you guys about what's going on. So
Right.
let's talk about that confusion real quick. The ticket sales is through, is it event?
Gym City Concerts.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you go, you log on, and you get to click your seats, kind of like a Ticketmaster thing. I think the thing that people were confused about was you have your stage, up center,
Yeah.
and then
Right.
you have your
Yeah.
On the sides.
okay
So,
flight attendant.
Yeah.
yeah.
So, but like the front row is actually facing. Your front row is going to be vertical. So if you're seeing how this is set up, it's not going to be horizontal the way that.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
yeah,
right.
you'll know what she's talking about when you log in to, or when you click on the link to get your tickets. What it kind of looks like is an inverted, kind of like a V with
It's like a
seating.
stadium.
Yeah,
Right,
with seating
right.
kind of up my arms, and then the stage is
You
the
guys are,
backdrop.
like,
yeah,
everywhere.
so listen, we know we're talking a bunch of nonsense here, guys, but yeah. But the confusion, I think, is when people are buying seats, they're buying them stacked instead of
Yes.
next to
Right.
one another, which it can be kind of confusing, but once you see the picture, I think it'll make more
I think it says on the website too, zoom in. So
Yes.
the first row is row A.
Yeah,
And then you go up, there's 15 rows. Mm-hmm. And the little dots are the seats.
yeah.
I
then
think
you
that's
click
what
on
that,
them.
right.
So you want all your seats in the same row,
the same
instead
area.
Of,
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the seating is faced to the VIP standing room,
Yep.
which
not looking at the stage.
So
It's
when you're looking at front row, like maybe ground row, we'll call it,
right.
you may have some
Right.
obstruction of
Right.
view.
Right.
So make sure you know that before you buy your tickets. Now, you
Right.
guys are working with some people who maybe have bought those without
Right,
knowing.
right. There
Yeah.
was some confusion. We reached out to a few people, and
Which is very cool.
yeah,
That's the
we're,
best thing
we're
about
trying.
this whole thing.
know.
We're
It is
trying.
truly local, like you said. You're going back to the roots. It's homegrown, so you're not seeing big advertisers. We're going to have you on as much as we can to pump this up, and you'll see the Facebook shares. If you do have any questions, reach out to
Reach out.
Scott.
Just reach out to Gym City Facebook.
Sure.
We get all kinds of questions, and we get on them as soon as we can.
Yeah.
But to me personally, I would rather sit in row C, D, and E so you can see.
Yeah,
You
kind
know?
of be up
Yeah.
a little
Yeah.
halfway, so
Yeah.
you don't have somebody's butt in your face, maybe.
Yeah.
Which could happen,
yeah.
but
For me
still.
personally,
Yeah.
I want to stand in VIP.
That's where
Right,
I am.
right.
I mean, I want
How
VIP.
many tickets of those? Like how many are still available?
The seating is selling way better than the standing.
Really?
The standing it'll pick up.
Yeah,
But I think some people want to stand, some people want to sit.
yeah. I
You
want to
know?
stand. I want to dance.
Same.
I don't want to sit down.
Right.
Keep your seats.
Right.
I want to
I
stand
just
up.
thought that, we need to bring more to the table
Yeah. And you have.
and offer both.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Absolutely.
offering, I hear we're going to be offering some tickets on Coffee Talk.
Oh, we are?
are.
Yes.
We are.
Am
So-
I eligible since I?
No. So let's talk about the giveaways. You're going to be doing some giveaways at On the Rail.
Yes.
So how those are going to work, from my understanding, is the first one you're gonna have tickets. You just come in. If you purchase anything, you get to put your name in a big bowl.
Right.
I don't know what that bowl looks like, but you get to put your name in a bowl. Their hours of operation are Tuesday through Saturday.
Right. 11 a.m.
To
11 a.m. 1.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's my bedtime.
You're
but,
right. Yeah.
Scott likes to party, but you come in, you
Come in and eat. Come in and have a beer.
yeah.
Get a chance to win some free tickets.
Yeah.
I was going to draw just 2, but I think we're going to step it up. We're going to draw 4
4
every Tuesday.
tickets every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
Damn.
So
Okay.
you get a
This
pair
is for
of tickets,
ACDC.
right?
Yeah, a pair
Okay.
of tickets.
2 winners, pair of tickets every Tuesday. All you have to do is stop on the rail and put your name in.
Have a drink.
Have a
Have
drink.
some lunch.
Yeah.
Have some dinner.
Yeah.
Cool.
Throw a dollar bill on the ceiling. I
Yeah.
mean, that's just,
Oh yeah, it's so cool.
yeah.
And if you haven't been to On the Rail, what are you doing, guys? The food is fantastic. The people are amazing. quick, delicious, and now you can win free tickets.
Yeah.
Right.
How
And
cool.
we will have tickets to give away on Coffee Talk. We'll have the details with that next week
Yeah.
on how you can get entered to win those tickets. But in the meantime, get your tickets.
Get your tickets. Don't wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quincy's the last minute town.
I know we are.
And-
I can't say anything. I'm a procrastinator, but it's, you have time, July 25th. I'm saying you have time to make the plan. Get
Right.
your tickets, put it on your calendar. Don't let anybody else sneak in there.
Right.
Make your plans, get your tickets, be done.
You've
Pray-
seen
pray
it go
for-
through your news feed, and you're thinking, "Oh, I'm going to go see Blues Traveler." Wouldn't it
Right.
suck if you went to
You
go
didn't
see
get to- yeah.
FOMO Quincy style?
Yeah.
Right. Pray for good weather.
I'll be getting my tickets, but I will say, so it's not rain or shine, then I imagine. I mean, we can't do it with lightning and stuff, obviously.
Right. I
but
mean, if it's drizzling or something, I mean, we're not going to shut the show down until
Show
lightning
will
and
go-
thunder and
yeah.
all the whole 9 yards.
Okay, cool. Well, Lincoln Park is the place to be July 24th and 25th. On the Rail is the place to be May 26th. Obviously, great talent coming to Quincy thanks to Scott and the Gem City Concert Series. Very, very cool.
Thank you.
I'm stoked. Yeah. I know it hasn't been easy, but I will say Quincy has been showing up to these concerts.
Right,
I know that,
right.
you did have to build some trust, but over the years I've seen that
Right,
trust growing
right.
exponentially, and now people don't want to miss out. So yeah, it's very, very cool.
We've had a couple questions about parking.
Okay.
We will have parking tickets available soon.
Okay.
It's limited. I think there's 500 spots. We're working with the hotels and shuttles and designated areas where people can park, and then
Sure.
we'll shuttle them down.
Okay.
Or if you just want to park along the dock and walk down.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
But carpool. Maybe
Yeah,
get a
carpool.
lift.
Yep.
Get a taxi.
Yep.
Ride with friends. I'm riding with you. No, we'll
Yeah.
get it. We'll get a sober driver because we definitely don't want to chance that either. It's gonna be.
We're looking at probably the biggest weekend.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, it's gonna be incredible. And obviously, you have food and booze available during these
Yep,
concerts.
yep.
Okay.
We'll have food trucks, all kinds of drinks,
Yeah.
cold.
Perfect. Yeah. Very cool. Well, I've been to some of these concerts. I will say, don't sleep on them. There's nothing quite like live music to bring people together,
Right.
especially a community like Quincy. And these acts, I mean, you can't beat them, right? Especially
Right.
for a small-ish town. Yeah, we're not small, but I mean, for a place like Quincy, getting some of these acts in here is pretty incredible. So thank you again. Appreciate it. Get your tickets. Gem City Concert Series?
Yeah, GemCityConcertSeries.com.
Okay. All right. .com.
It'll pull-
And if you
it'll
have
pull right up.
questions, Scott and crew will be happy to answer any of those.
He will not give you the runaround.
Yeah. Hey, looky there. Do you see what
Literally.
she did there? You're so
Did
clever.
you just come up with that?
God, I love you. Okay, so thank you so much. But we always
Yeah.
end Coffee Talk with a bit of Good News Brews, and today is no different. Normally we rotate, but I stole this one. I was scrolling on Facebook the other day, and there were two bunnies who I believe were abandoned at the
I saw this actually.
okay, at the Soldiers and Sailors Home. Well, that's what I call it. It's the Veterans
Yeah.
Home. Okay. They were abandoned there, and I was sad, but,
So you adopted them?
well, no, but I wanted to because my heart breaks when I see abandoned animals, okay? But the next day I got on there, and some lovely, lovely individual, I do not want to say her name because I don't know if she would like it, went and picked these two bunnies up and is
Aw.
fostering them until she can either find the owner or find a new owner. And it really restored my faith in humanity because bunnies are not easy to take care of. I wouldn't know the
No.
first thing about it.
How old were they?
They're older. I mean,
Oh.
they're not bunnies.
They're domesticated.
They're
though.
domesticated
Somebody
bunnies,
dropped
right? So
or
somebody
lost.
dropped. They're both males, and they live forever. So maybe these people didn't
Right.
know what they signed up for. Not an excuse. You're a-holes for dropping these domesticated bunnies off in the
Or
wild,
they might have
but
been lost.
they could be lost. But she is holding them in case the owners, come forward and say we didn't abandon them. So just a really cool. I think that's a really cool person who cares about animals and who didn't just talk about it. She actually went and got them, and I thought it was really sweet. So thank you. I did put on her thing, may God bless your sweet little heart.
Aw.
Yeah, because as much as I wanted to go get them, I don't know the first thing about raising bunnies. So
You can litter train them.
really, you hear that, Luke? we're getting buddies. No, I'm kidding. But
sure?
yeah, so thank you to this lovely individual and everybody else on this post who's been stepping up, offering all of their like bunny stuff, their hay and their bedding, and very, very cool. You saw it? Mm-hmm. It was pretty cool. Yeah, it made me feel good and definitely restored my faith in humanity, at least for a short amount of time. And hey, that's what matters, right?
Right.
Okay, well, I think that does it for today. Thank you so much, Scott,
Very
Edlin.
welcome.
Looking forward to these concerts. You know I'll be there breaking it down. Going to get on and get my seat in that VIP area. I recommend everybody else do the same. Are you going to do this with us?
Ready?
Okay, I think that does it for today's Coffee
Coffee
Talk. Look at you.
See, you guys are
Cheers.
professionals, though.
Yeah.